Chronicle is the main method of communicating in Planfix. This means all task-related events that require your attention appear here. For example, here, you can see that there are 4 tasks in Chronicle. The numbers on the cards show how many unread events each task has. The Browser tab also shows the total number of all unread events. This makes it easy to track new notifications while you're working in any tab. Depending on the situation, you can handle events in several different ways. If nothing is required from you in a task, for example, if you were simply notified that a report was prepared, you can mark the event as read. To do this, click the flag icon. When you do, the event counter in the browser will automatically decrease. If the task requires your action but now is not a convenient time to work on it, you can set a reminder. For example, if you were in a meeting, you could postpone it for 15 minutes, and the system will remind you about the task after that time. Of course, sometimes an event requires action right away. For example, maybe a colleague asked an important question. In this case, simply open the task and reply to the comment. Your reply will immediately appear in your colleague's Chronicle, and they'll be able to continue working. For an event to disappear from the Chronicle, you need to mark it as read. You can do this in 2 ways. First, by clicking the comment. If you need to, you can just as easily mark it as unread again. Or you can click the flag icon in the task. This is especially convenient when you need to mark several comments as read at once. Chronicle also shows unaccepted tasks. These are tasks with the new status where you are marked as the assignee. These tasks need to be accepted, then reviewed, and completed as needed. But again, if you don't have time to work on them right now, you can add a reminder or simply leave the task in Chronicle, just like an unread email in your inbox. It will stay there until you come back to it. Chronicle can also be added to any planner. To do this, select it from the list here. By default, Chronicle is configured to collect all events. However, you can configure it to show only the events you need, for example, by project. However, if the project has sub-projects, it's better to use the corresponding filter. As you can see, Chronicle allows you to control and filter all incoming requests using a single tool. For convenience, you can create separate planners with Chronicles for departments, projects, and other parameters. The main principle of working with Chronicle is simple: it should be empty. This means you've handled all tasks that require your attention. Try setting up a Chronicle for yourself and see how much it streamlines your work. And remember, we're always here to help. Contact our support team if you have any issues during setup.